Old Natty here. Wanted to do a video on Vince Gironda's 8 set of 8. It seems a lot of interest lately has been cast on Vince Gironda, who he was, his various training methods. I think a big piece of why is the Vince's Secret Locker books that Carl Cohn put out. But I saw there's a lot of stuff around the 36 fertile eggs and the various training protocols that Vince used. It seemed like recently a lot of people were putting stuff on 8x8, so I thought I'd give my 2 cents, especially for the natty trainer. So the point of 8x8 is to flush, is to pump blood into the muscle. Another part of it is conditioning. Basically, trying to kind of work aerobically, build the muscles capacity, build sort of a baseline so it could handle harder, heavier work down the road. Improve blood flow, and that kind of thing. So here's where some of the videos, anyway, I think kind of go wrong. They recommend starting with too heavy of a weight, increase rest period, and that kind of thing. The recommendations are to start at about 30 to 40% of your true 8 rep max. So you're starting pretty light. And 45-second rest between sets. Not that you don't want to add weight, but the bigger thing and the more important thing for Vince was to get through this thing fast, was to decrease rest period. So you're pumping and congesting the muscles with blood. Basically, increasing conditioning, increasing work capacity in a particular muscle area, body area, and also improving its capability of getting nutrition, of getting support in there, making it more efficient. So the more important thing in how you progress this is to try to focus on decreasing those rest periods. Of course, you got to find the right weight. If you make 8 of 8 and you're really taxed, but you got 8 of 8 with 45 seconds rest, and let me just say, the reps themselves should not be fast. It still should be a slow, controlled, proper repetition. Then I would recommend you stay at that weight and decrease your rest period and focus on that as a way to progress this. And follow that all the way down. Vince wrote that like his top guys would do 8x8 with like 15-second rest between sets. Once you get there, then you can look at slowly increasing the weight without losing now the ability to get through it with 15-second rest. Another thing, again, this is for natty trainees. This is a very intense routine, and you're definitely going to flirt with overtraining. Maybe 8 sets is too much for you at first. Let's say you're doing a solid full body routine 3 times a week, 3 sets of 8 to 12, and now you're jumping to 8. Maybe it makes more sense to come into this with 8 sets, with 4 sets of 8 or 5 sets of 8. And the first thing that you progress is just slowly adding sets and work your way up to 8 sets. Then start walking the rest period down. Anyway, were I to do it or recommend to someone that wanted to try it, the way I would do it, number one, um, you're working a 3 time a week full body routine, very basic full body routine, like any natty should be doing if you want to make any kind of progress. You would maintain that, and then you would break out your 8x8 or whatever you're doing in that 8x8 realm and have an A-B workout and alternate them over your 3 workout days. So say you work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday's the full body. Wednesday's whatever muscle group you're going to specialize on in the 8x8. Friday's full body. Then Monday's going to be 8x8 again. And I wouldn't run an 8x8 more than 4 or 6 weeks max, and really pay attention to how you're feeling, are you recovering, that kind of thing. Um, Another possible thing to look at, but this is going to take the intensity up, so again, you got to monitor that, is Superset Flush, basically running 2 exercises together on your 8x8 or your 5x8. So by try, chest back, you can totally go from totally different body areas if you want, but then you're not really doing what was Vince's intent. You're just sort of doing circuit training, which is fine if you're looking to condition. But the whole idea here was to really flush blood into a body area. So you would want to do complement or antagonistic muscles in your superset were you to do it. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Old Natty, I'm out.